You try to bite off a little bit of the yardage if you're the Ravens to make the field goal try easier on Tucker. Jackson will do just that and get the first down. Still running and down near the 11.
Second down and 20. That is picked up! Adoree Jackson changing this game. Hurts in pursuit. Will not get him. It's a pick six. Adoree Jackson.
Boots, a third-year player who is really... Oh, with a fake! Got a fake! And did he make the catch and bounce? Wow! Yes, they say yes. It was Watson. Look at this. Ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground. It's picked up by the Raiders. Do they have a touchdown with Nichols?
And they activate Mason Crosby to handle the kicking. Britton Covey going to have a shot here on a line drive kick. Covey slips free. Britton Covey into Giants territory. Gets around Gillen. Covey inside the 30. Inside the 20. Inside the 15.
Little chip shot kick.
Mahomes throws, and he's picked off. And this one's going back for a touchdown. 2 steps, 2 defensive touchdowns, and it's Jack Jones who had a pick six last week.
Top 2 scoring defenses going at it here tonight. Second down and 2, and McCaffrey breaks out. Still going, and he's down inside the 10. Across from Kittle on 3rd down and 7. Purdy, Kittle, first down plus, there he goes. Kittle getting a block. And down inside the 30. Williams missed the tackle and good blocking from Ayuk downfield.
Fun final couple weeks to sort that all out. 2nd and 5. Deep shot. Slayton's behind Blankenship. Darius Slayton is in. Touchdown Giants. Boy, you couldn't have handed that to him any better than Tyrod Taylor just did. On 3rd and 3, Smith comes in motion. High snap through Hurts' hands. Able to get to it. Able to throw it. And they're going to get a first down out of it. It's Grant Calcaterra's first catch of the season.
Making life miserable for Patrick Mahomes.
2nd and 6.
Underneath.
Got time in the pocket for once. And he's got a man open at the 35. Richie James racing with it inside the 10.
Zappy, play fake to start this drive. Steps up, flings it for Pop Douglas, makes a play. Big time vertical to start the drive, Kurt Warner. Zappy to Zeke. Leaps and scores. Ezekiel Elliott puts the Patriots on top.
3rd down and 5. Play clock at 1 as the shotgun snap comes to Murray. He'll throw it over the middle. Catch is made on a cross by Dortch. First down. Oh, nice hesitation. Dortch a zigzag down the sideline. Dortch diving for the end zone touchdown.
Get completions. Continue to change the looks that the Dolphins have to defend.
Lamb open in the flat. Prescott looking to go deep. Has a man. Tolbert. It is. Fight for the ball. Who's got it? Tolbert's going to have it. What a great catch over Xavier Howard, and he hangs on.
Second time they've thrown to Calvin Ridley. First time he has caught one. 61st reception of the season. 1st and 10. Lawrence hit down. Fumble on the play. Diaby may have gotten him. He did. Fumble. Another turnover by Jacksonville. This has been a disaster.
We got Evans lined up on the right. You bring pressure with Allen and Aluakin to the left-hand side, so the safety has to rotate over to try and help, and a quick slant.
1st and 10. Oh, it's caught! What a throw! And what a terrific touchdown reception! Mike Evans has done it again!
how much does Mike McCarthy want to rely on that in these early downs?
Second down, Prescott quick throw again. Lamb in stride, room to run. He's down inside the 20. Makes the move. CeeDee Lamb is going to score. Third and 8. Four-man rush. Tagovailoa loads up, going deep for Waddle. He's got it in stride. A bomb to Jalen Waddle.
At his own 26 for the second straight possession without DJ Moore on the field. And on first down, Fields off play fake. Flush to the left, wants to load up, wants to go deep for Cole Kmet, who comes back to get it at the 21-yard line. Working against Jalen Thompson, Kmet for 53 and a Bears first down.
He would have been walking into the end zone for a touchdown. Third down at 27. Mullins fires. Wow. Jefferson, wow! What a catch! Unbelievable!
Young throws for Chark, and he hauls it in. Was he inbounds? The ruling is yes. Another extraordinary catch. 3rd and 4, extra pressure picked up. Low out there for Dobbs, and he's got it. Did he hang on, go into the ground? They said he juggled, but let's see what the official says. He's ruling it a catch. From the 10-yard line, Young on the move. He will throw and catch. Did he hang on? Yes! It's a touchdown for DJ Chark. Will check his feet. He hauled it in before going out of bounds, and Young made it happen.
Forcing tight windows to throw the football in.
2nd and 9. Gino to the end zone. He's got Metcalf down there. One-handed grab. Was he in? No signal yet.
Always the ability to run straight through it for a touchdown. Hawkinson has gone into the medical tent. Still no Addison. As Mullins goes deep, KJ Osborne makes the catch! Inside the Lions' 10-yard line.
And part of the issue is, your quarterback's turned it over 16 times so far this year.
Fist blocking, Algier running.
Goodbye.
Big run for Algier into the end zone. Run, Tyler. 19 straight points for the Falcons.
Play clock winding down. Now Mullins moving to his right on first down. Now he throws to the end zone. Jefferson! What a catch!
No one embraced Joe Flacco quicker than Unk did, because now they weren't calling him Unk, they were calling Joe Grandpa.
Kickoff, Hopkins to Pierce. Still going. Pierce. Texans need it. Does Pierce have enough gas? He does! Touchdown, Houston! 98 yards on the run back. First down, fake it. Bootleg, Flacco sets, throws, looking for separation. It's caught. Amari Cooper down the sideline for the touchdown. Flag is down. Joe Flacco with the bomb to Cooper.
Just overall, a little more attention to detail as Jones finds room again, and he shakes loose across midfield, all the way down inside the 40 of the Panthers. 33 putting on a show.
Henry looking to throw it. Wide open. Touchdown. Okonkwo. Derrick Henry's second passing touchdown of the season.
The offensive line has had a big reason why this running game has stalled.
Here is Hall, shot out of a cannon, and he will score.
Handoff for Robinson. And look at the speed of Bijan Robinson trying to break it into the open field all the way down to the 25 of Indianapolis.
But just having so much fun being in the locker room again and being the leader of a team that could go to the playoffs.
Fake the handoff, Flacco, deep shot on first down, looking for the big play, and it's caught by Cooper! Down at the 5!